everybody? What go down? It's your boy King Key from the motherfucking 713. And I am proud to introduce y'all to the Awoken Swans broadcast, okay? If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click like, subscribe, share. Make sure you turn that notification bell on so every time we drop content in this channel, you'll be notified. All that being said, peace, love, and light, people. People, fam. You know, people from the other channel, people that's just new. Peace, love, and light to y'all, man. I am sending nothing but peace, love, light, and prosperity towards y'all. So, yeah, welcome to the Awoken Ones, man. Yeah, I'm proud to do this right here. This has been my forever, long-lasting dream right here for a while. So, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for coming, for interacting. Thank y'all for just being in this present moment with me. Thank y'all. All that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna get right to it, okay? So this video is gonna be talking about how I was introduced into spirituality, right? How I was introduced to spirituality and how do I go by it ever since I got introduced to it to this day. So basically, when it comes to spirituality, spirituality, when you talk about spirituality, I feel like, in my personal opinion, it defines yourself, and it defines like everything around it. Knowing that you are who you are, where you come from, and what importance do you play a part in the universe? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes to spirituality, I feel like when I got introduced to it, it was hard for me to intake the information that was given to me about spirituality, including myself, including the information that was taught from society, that was taught on to me. It was just all realization of the matter of the truth. And once the truth was exposed to me, I didn't really know how to take it. I didn't really know how to take it because I feel like everything that I was taught, I thought it was just 100% correct, all the way down from like religious, all the way down to anything else that kind of coexists with stuff like that. So when I got introduced to it, it was just hard to believe, y'all, like that we've been taught a lie our whole entire life, including ourselves, like who we truly are as melanated gods and goddesses, like who we really are. Like, it's been lied, we've been lied to. So once I was told that I've been lied to, it took me a minute to register, like, bruh, damn, like, majority of this shit ain't real. But then it's just like, once I realized the truth and I had a understanding of it, it just helped me shift my perspective on myself in life, period. And I just want to say shout out to the wifey, you know what I'm saying, for just standing in that true, authentic power, you know what I'm saying, for just being tapped in and even putting me on game. I know at first it was hard for me to believe in it and even denying the truth, but I had to really sit down and gather my thoughts and my information and actually dive deep into it. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, to say all that, spirituality is beautiful. It's beautiful because you are diving deep more into yourself, from the good, from the bad, from the good traumas, from the bad traumas, from just all of that, right? You're finding yourself in the midst of it. You're even with the crystals, you're figuring out, your true purpose in life and your true purpose with spirituality. And it's just beautiful because it's like, man, once you realize how powerful you are, regardless of what society try to tell you, how they try to make you move or feel, once you realize and understand of who you are, the options of like just doing whatever is just, it's limitless. Like it's no limits. So um yeah, man, once I dive deep into spirituality, I dived in deep into myself. I dive in deep into like certain traumas that trigger me. I'm still, and I feel like spirituality is just like a long journey of like really like just tapping in with yourself and like the universe as well. So yeah, man, I start targeting and reprogramming myself, and actually like to actually get comfortable of knowing the truth instead of going against the truth. So I had to reprogram my mind and my spirit to actually, get in that rotation of the truth. So I would do, in the beginning of the journey, I would do a lot of grounding. I'm still doing it, of course. But at the beginning, I was doing grounding. I was doing releasing. I was really tapping in with meditation. With the crystals and the spirit baths, I was just kind of like tapping in, and especially with the manifestation, I was just tapping in. So, my personal opinion, I feel like spirituality is beautiful, bro. However you go by it, regardless if it's just within self or even with certain religions, I feel like it's all about how you go by and what your intentions lie with it. So, yeah, don't just sit up there. For all my people that ain't never really got interested of like spirituality, you know what I'm saying? Don't just sit up there and judge it if you haven't really like tapped in or even like done some research on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell y'all that from my personal experience. So, yeah, man, give spirituality a try. Like tap in, bro. Tap in with, finding a better version of you. Like tap in with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I could tell y'all when you go on this journey, I don't feel like there's no going back. You could go back. I tell you this, you could go, once you start the spirituality journey and you decide to go back to the lie, I'm not going to lie, everything will be hell for you. Because it's like you're trying to live in this lie when you now know the truth, but the truth is at times can be too much for you to handle. So instead of you actually like taking in charge of the truth and actually like going forward and actually like just fighting through it, you're gonna go ahead and go back. Everything gonna be here for you. I'm just letting y'all know. If you on this spiritual journey or you thinking about starting it, just know once you start, there's no going back. And if you go back, shit gonna be way harder than it was before you started. I'm letting y'all know. So yes, like when you go on this journey, bro, it's gonna be times where you're gonna have to release things that you haven't released from yourself, all the way down to childhood trauma, all the way down just releasing just like negative, just releasing all types of traumas, right? Spiritual baths, taking spiritual baths, releasing all negative energy, you know what I'm saying? Speaking into the water and letting the water rinse and cleanse your body, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Let it cleanse your body, you know what I'm saying? I just want people to understand, like, it's beautiful, bro. Even all the way down to eating, being a vegan. People don't understand, like, everybody has their reasons for what they do and how they do it, right? Now, when we talk about being vegan, a lot of people like to do it for health reasons. A lot of people like to do it for spiritual reasons. A lot of people like to do it for both. Me, I'm in the category of both, right? Because health-wise, I love it because, number one, I have a good, decent weight on me. Before, I was on high blood pressure, and my weight, like back then, it was, I was almost 300 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gotta go find pictures of me when I was, you know what I'm saying? If not, it's all right. But I might show y'all one day or whatever. But your boy I was in high school my senior year. I was reaching about a good 300. So after high school, I went through life, of course, and then I just slowly but surely lost weight. And then I'm here now. And what got me to being vegan was my health and what I have learned on my spiritual journey about food, and how society and America manufacturing the food. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. I'm not telling y'all. I'm not forcing y'all to do it. I'm just putting y'all on game of it. You know what I'm saying? So I became vegan because health wise it's an amazing, and then spiritually too, it just made sense, like all the way down to how the animals get slaughtered. Like people don't even understand the concept of like energy never dies. Energy never dies. It never dies. So they think just because they're slaughtering an animal, or they slaughter an animal, they think the energy of the animal is dead. Not knowing when when you get a piece of chicken or you eat a piece of beef, you see what I'm saying? You're taking the energy of that animal, that was there. And I tell people, there are certain ways to do things, right? When it comes to chicken, meat, and all that stuff, I feel like personally, from different cultures, it's just a certain way you just slaughter the meat. It's a certain way that you prepare the meat. In America, they prepare the meat. Some people, some corporations, they just kill the meat. They just slaughter it. They don't. It's certain preparations that you have to do before you just slaughter the meat, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. Like some corporations, they get the animal drunk, so they won't feel none of the pain and none of that. But it's just like, I don't know, all that just came in my perspective, like, man, why are we sitting up here eating these animals that they're living their life? And I get that to a certain extent it is a food chain and all that, but people don't even think about the other side of it. Like these animals are living their life, they minding their business, they eating grass, whatever. And here we come out of nowhere slaughtering them, making them part of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. That's just my personal opinion when it comes to the vegan, the food part of it. Just being aware of like how the food is prepared, because that like how the food is prepared is going to determine of how your body is going to consume that food. You know what I'm saying? Even all the way down from like your emotion sides too. So yeah, man, I feel like spirituality is beautiful, man. All the way down to the different crystals your birthstones, numerology. I know y'all probably heard me speak on numerology a few times, but numerology is part of spirituality too. That helps you determine of who you are and why. You know what I'm saying? It helps you determine of what is your truly like your main purpose. It gives you like a few hints of what you meant to do. So it's just like, I feel like in my personal opinion, bro, you gotta dive deep. You gotta dive deep, you gotta try it out. And don't try it out because I'm telling you, don't try it out because your family, friends telling you. Try it out because you want to. Because like I said, spirituality is a journey of knowing self more. Knowing the good sides of self, the bad sides of self, just knowing yourself, period. Knowing what you want to do more, or what haven't you done but you are interested of trying it. So it's just all about, just diving deep into yourself and just realizing who you are, trying to find who you are. So, spirituality is beautiful, bro. Don't get me wrong. And it be having times where when I release, or I might be going through something and I cry, I don't think people even get the sad part of spirituality too. I talked about a few good things, or I talked about a lot of happy things in spirituality, but it'd be some sad moments, but the sad moments don't be depressing moments. It'd be sad moments of releasing negative bullshit so you could be happy. You see what I'm saying? That's where the spiritual baths come in. That's where the writing down how you feel, the manifestations. This is all to help you be a better you. So like if you grown right now and in your childhood you had bad childhood trauma, you want to do everything in your power to go ahead and find different ways of releasing that, right? Because you don't want to grow up, continue to have this trauma as you become an adult, and then before you know it, it's your time to be a parent. Now you got a child, and you trying to figure out your child, but you really can't because you don't really know you, because you ain't never really handled that childhood trauma that you've been through. So it's like, it's just a cycle. But it starts with you. It starts with you, ladies and gentlemen. It starts with you. So, yeah, man, it's good sides, it's bad sides. I just feel like people just need to be on game about this shit. I want people to know it's beautiful, but it's not always pretty. But therefore, it's like you gotta go through the dark to come through the light. Like, you're gonna have to go do some dark phases of yourself to get to the best part of yourself. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. So if you're not willing to get, get a little, to fall off a little bit or get hurt a little bit, or you know what I'm saying, then I don't think this journey of walking is for you. If you ain't willing to fall and get back up, nah, bro, I don't think you should be walking in this path, though. But for all the people that's not afraid to take a chance on themselves and is here to better themselves, do it. Do it. Because let me tell you something. I'm not going to get off this journey. I'm going to keep going. I know I'm going to make mistakes. It's okay. But I feel like as long as I learn from my mistakes and I'm not making the same mistake, then I'm living and learning. So that goes for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? You live and you learn. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, tap into spirituality. Tap into yourself more, right? If you gotta you gotta put certain things to the side, put certain people, not necessarily to the side, but just let them know, hey, I'm on a journey to self. So if you might not hear from me for a while, just know I'm okay, but I'm just on a journey to self. And that's it. Either they're gonna get it or not, but at least you told them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about you. It's all about you on this journey, okay? All the way down to your regions, like all the way down to your ancestry line, like all of this plays an important part of who you are, bro. Like, that's why you might hear certain people like that might say, oh, I want to give all the things to my ancestors. Oh, I want to give all the things to... They saying that because at the end of the day, their ancestors helped them get where they need to be at right now. If it wasn't for their ancestors, they probably wouldn't be here talking to you or being a person that they are right now. So you got to understand, like, even in the bloodline, like, it goes deep. So I feel like just dive deep into who you are. Dive deep into, bro, it's just, it's so crazy, man. Like, you got this lifetime, you got last lifetime, you got lifetimes before that lifetime. Like, just have an open perspective. Don't be closed-minded. Don't be closed-minded. Like, actually, like, just have your mind open to different possibilities. Because, when I tapped into spirituality, I realized there's nothing impossible unless you let it be impossible. There's nothing impossible. Bro, we got AIs out. We got aliens out. We got different creatures that's living among us. Bruh, you can't tell me that, bruh. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just dive deep, have an open perspective, and don't be afraid to tap into your higher self, bro. Don't be afraid to have a balance within yourself. Is the journey gonna get a little hard before it get easy? Probably so. Probably so. But is it gonna be like this forever? No, it's not. Think about it. It's like learning how to ride a bike. When you first start learning how to ride a bike, you're not motherfucking perfect. You might fall the first 5 to 10 times as you start riding the bike. Maybe 2 pedals in, you fall. Maybe a pedal or 2, you fall. But bruh, that's not what life is about. Life is about making mistakes and learning from them and getting back up and continue to do what's best. That's all it's about. Ain't nobody say you ain't gonna just go on this journey and it's gonna be A1 perfect. Nah, bro, you gonna have to go do some dark phases. And this, you might be saying, why I gotta, the dark phases ain't fun, but bro, life ain't always giddy up, fun, ha, he. Life ain't always like that. Life it's an emotional train. Some days you're gonna be feeling happy as hell, some days you're gonna be feeling sad, some days you just gonna be in the present moment. But you gotta realize and understand where you are at that moment. Regardless if you sad, happy, whatever the case might be, you gotta understand for yourself. So yeah, man. Spirituality is like, bruh, when you know the truth, when the truth hits you with spirituality, bro, you just it's gonna feel so different. It's gonna just, y'all gotta tap in. Okay, I'm just here to tell my personal experience and just letting y'all know certain things y'all might have to go through on this journey. But all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Awoken Ones broadcast. Okay, if you haven't already, go ahead and click like, subscribe, share, comment. Like I said, turn that notification bell on. I'm gonna be doing different segments. We're gonna be doing different segments on here. We're gonna be having a great time. It's gonna be straight fun. Yeah, so y'all look out. Look out for this broadcast. It's gonna be straight fun. It's gonna be straight truth, authentic, real truth. You see what I'm saying? Straight, real shit. And we're going to have fun in this bitch, okay? We're going to turn up. We're going to turn the fuck up, okay? And if y'all haven't already, please go ahead and check out my other YouTube channel, Divine Truth. Please go ahead and check that out, okay? That's my other channel as well. I'll be talking some real shit on that channel too. So if y'all haven't already, go ahead and check that channel out. All that being said, family and everybody else, I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out, okay?